it's just kind of common sense to those of us in the trenches when we look around and see that we want people, when they've done their time or served their probation, when they've completed their debt to society, we want them to be productive, law-abiding members of society. But so often there are laws there that are well-intentioned and well thought at the beginning when they're enacted, but have the unintended consequence of shooting ourselves in the foot because they cause people not to be able to get back on their feet, not to be able to be law-abiding, not to be productive. And we all know some of these things. We all know that if you are convicted of a felony, you lose the right to vote, you can't have a gun, you can't hold public office, you can't serve on a jury. We all know those things. And we now, I think, are much more attuned to the idea that there will be dramatic immigration consequences. But there are so many consequences out there that we don't know about. And there are 65 million of us who have to worry about it, who have a criminal record of some kind in this country. And not only are there 65 million of us who have a criminal record, but the internet age has made it such that the record is there. It used to be if you got arrested for something after 5 or 10 or 15 years, people would forget about it, and they wouldn't know about it. Now they can Google you and find it forever. So the consequences just on its face of a criminal record are already there without the Byzantine network of laws that attach legal consequences to those things. Consequences that can affect your job, your ability to get a license, your ability to find a place to live, your public benefits, potentially your parental rights. They are so intricate, and it's sort of silly, but I just love the example. Professor Lucien Dervan, I have to credit him, he brought this to my attention. In Illinois, if you are convicted of a felony, it is a crime for you to be in possession of a puppy that's older than 12 weeks old that has not yet been spayed. Now, it may be that that isn't going to affect that many people, but who would know that? And it's a crime. And so these are the less serious examples, but there are so many that are so serious and that affect people. You can't be a hair cutter someplace, even after they've taught you to cut hair in the prison, even if your crime had nothing to do with Sweeney Todd or anything like that. It's a problem, and it's a problem because we don't even know what they are. And so this is what led to the National Institute of Justice to offer this grant. And it's also what has led to a conversation along these lines within the criminal justice section for many years. And so I also want to recognize that when we put this program together, this project, and I don't really know how many years ago it was, my memory has faded, but it was a lot of them. We had an advisory group. And folks here who were on that advisory group include not just myself and Cynthia Orr, but also Matt Riedel and Bob Johnson and Steve Salzberg. And I can't even mention Steve Salzberg in connection with this project without pointing out that we just wouldn't be here today without Steve's efforts on this project. Steve, I don't know what his actual title is at the ABA, we just call him King. But Steve puts his heart and soul into our projects, and this one in particular. And he personally oversaw a lot of the day-to-day efforts that went into this project. And I just think that we all owe Steve a debt of gratitude. As a result of this project, now we do know what the collateral consequences are. And what that means is that now we can stop. We can and we must do better, and we start now. We start today doing better. Now we know what they are, and we're going to start telling people what they are, and we're going to start telling people to stop doing this and to be smarter about it.